I'm Ali Fatima. I'm studying in 7th standard in Carmel School, Payad. Today I'm here to share one or two things which glided past my mind to the students who are trying to learn or earn the English language. What is a language? A language is a type of communication which we try to express our feelings, our ideas and thoughts to others. And why English is really hard for others? And how can we learn the English language easily? So, it's very simple, no fear, no hardship, no shame. So shall I remind you a small thing? Okay. What about us students took English class for 200 days? Oh, just leave it. How many days does a year have? Yup, 365 days. So, what about us student took English class for 200 days and per class he took per hour. So, what if he learned for 5 years? What if he took the English class for 5 years? Then he should learn for 1,000 hours, right? Then, what if he learned one word per hour? Yes, he should know 1,000 words from these 5 years of learning. Then why does English is so hard? The reason behind this, he might have not learned 1,000 words with these 5 years, or else he might have some fear in presenting it to others, or else he thinks that others would make fun of him. No, that's not correct. I got some remedies for this for you. So, if you follow the following things which I tell, you could, or else you could take the English language and put it safe in your hands. Yes. So the first one you need to check is vocabulary. Yes, vocabulary training. Pada parijayam. That's what you need. That's the first thing I'm going to talk about. To train your vocabulary, the only way you could train your vocabulary is by reading many books. You could read many books as you can. And there are books like storybooks, children novels, and books which is based on one particular topic. And there are more. And you could try to read newspapers, English newspapers, and you could try to listen English news as English reports. First time, it may be difficult to understand, but by the way, you could understand it perfectly, and that's how you train your vocabulary. And the second one is, do you know what the second one is? Yes. No shame, no shyness. You shouldn't have any shyness when you are speaking to others in English. And do you know what's the third one is? Yes, you should have a perfect pronunciation. You should have a perfect pronunciation or utsarana. To get a perfect pronunciation, you could try to speak and you could try to read others and you could search in Google how to pronounce it, and if you find a new word, you could directly go to the Google, click what's the pronunciation of this word. Ta-da! You get the pronunciation of the word, right? And next, do you know what the fourth one is? Yup, the fourth one is you should try to speak yourself. You should act that you are two persons and you should talk to others that is who you are. And then you might get lost of your shyness and fear to speak to others. And the fifth one is accent. You should have a particular accent. And English is one language and it has 3 accents. Yes, it has 3 accents. And do you know what are they? Yep. One is British accent, then it's American accent and Australian accent. I'll give you an example. The word market. In British accent, it's called a hypermarket or a supermarket. While in American accent, it is called a grocery shop. It is called a grocery shop in American accent. So, did you understand these 5 points? One is vocabulary. Vocabulary training, pada parijayam. Next one is no shyness. Next one is perfect pronunciation, ucharana. Next one is you should try to speak to yourself. And the last and the final one is you should have a particular accent. And yes, if you follow these 5 things perfectly, you could learn English way better and English should be your friend, best friend forever. So, do you know why English is so simple as I said back? Yeah, English is so simple because English was a language which was given to peasants or farmers in Europe. And the Latin was the high language at that time. English was the language given for peasants in Europe. Yep. So that's why English is really simple. And so no fear, no hardships, no shame. So Pathus would come with many other new tips to learn English very easily. So I'll be coming back. So goodbye from Ali Fatima.